and Charles Davis.
Larry, in what is scheduled to be its final season as an NFL stadium, there's a look at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between our visitors and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they'd prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
All right, here we go.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
No, check, Patriot. Now let's go. No, check, Patriot.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them 0 favors with that return.
And tough starting field position here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll set up to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And we take a look at the starting lineup defensively.
Leonard Williams was one of the top draft picks coming out of USC. And he's done nothing to diminish the comparisons people make of past greats.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
To throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Oh, and just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll run it here. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
That's caught at the 1, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Their big tight end, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And his kick is good. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. For that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe. There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's...
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to loft one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A gain of 39 that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this is going to be incomplete. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend, but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll drop to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down. It gets a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Six yards to go here on second down.
Patriot! Here we go now.
off as they run the counter play. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, somewhat. You've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Going up top. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. 1:52 left to play in this 2nd quarter. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to Cooks. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a match.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their big tight end. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll come out in the pistol. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll go on the ground. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll set up a throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Backing up. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 64 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. 105 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys feel it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Good drive last time. Really now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been...
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Second down, 9 yards to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that takes us from second to third down.
Here we go now. Green, back in the Philly. Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. And now back out comes the offense. They go back to the air here after the INT. Throwing left side, it's complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that'll give them a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, well, we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And ready for 3rd and 6.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch him now, Barney.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? These guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now this this offense ready to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They give it to him right up the gut. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to... That's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
and my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fresh set of downs here.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game.